What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback at Alabama. Um, yeah, I like this guy a lot. I'm just going to start off by saying that I think this guy has a lot of potential. He shows a lot of good things. There's some things I'd like him to work on personally, but I think most of those are coachable. And with time, I think he can improve on them. And they're not really that bad. But let's go ahead and just get into it. First of all, you guys probably already know, but he's left-handed, which is actually interesting because if you actually hear it from some of the players, some players actually it takes a little bit of an adjustment when playing with a left-hand quarterback or playing against one because the ball rotates in the opposite direction than you're used to dealing with a right-handed quarterback, which I know doesn't sound like it would matter, but even Jerry Rice, Hall of Famer, many people thinking of him as the number one receiver, sometimes even the best player in NFL history, depending on who you're talking to. But he even said that when he was going from Joe Montana to Steve Young, when he was going to a left-handed quarterback, when with the ball spinning in the opposite direction, it actually did take some time to adjust to that. So, yeah, that just shows that there is something to that. But yeah, that arm is actually pretty powerful. I haven't looked at all the quarterbacks in this class. I've only looked at the top three right now, or at least the top three I'm thinking of: Tua, Herbert, and Fromm. But I think he definitely has the best arm out of those three. There might be someone in the draft that has a stronger arm than him. I don't know yet. He seems to be very comfortable in the pocket, but he definitely can move as well. He's not just a pocket passer. I've seen him actually scramble and really be pretty damn elusive, actually, and get upfield. Alabama also does some quarterback draws with him, does some read option stuff with him. So, yeah, he definitely has some mobility that you can use. Let's see. Now, when he is running around like that, one thing I've seen him do a little bit that kind of scares me a little bit. He has a tendency of trying to lower his shoulder and try to run people over. I would like to avoid that if possible. I just see that as an unnecessary injury risk. I'd rather him just slide or get out of bounds or do something. Just don't try to run people over. I mentioned that in the Justin Herbert video too, and it's even worse with Tua because he's not as big as Herbert. He's about 20 pounds lighter and about 5 inches shorter. So yeah, I'm not. I don't really want him trying to run people over too much. Um, let's see. One thing that was good, it shows a little bit of maturity. He's willing to throw the ball away if nothing's there. If he doesn't have a scrambling opportunity or and the pressure's getting there, he's not afraid to throw the ball away. So that's good. That shows some discipline. Um, Alabama runs a pro style scheme, of course, so that really helps with evaluating these people. They allow him to read the entire field. They don't restrict his responsibilities. So I seen him reading the whole field when time was available for him to do that. And yeah, so I think his reads are pretty decent. Um, he's definitely shown some evidence of having some touch. I just want to see him use that a little bit more. Being able to drop the ball over a defender's head and right into the receiver's arms. Something it's not like I've seen him fail at that a bunch. I just want to see more of it in going into his junior year. That's all. Now, one thing I did notice, and this is what I was talking about when I said that there were some things I'd like to see him work on, but it was coachable. This is kind of it. He does sometimes, like, especially with like deep throws. He does overthrow people quite a bit. Like not as in he does it often, but I mean as in like he'll overthrow him by like 5 yards. But when I was watching the film, I was able to see why he does this, and it's actually pretty common for people with quarterbacks with really good arm strength. Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, people like that. Even Patrick Mahomes. With quarterbacks with really strong arms, sometimes they do this thing where they don't step into their throws all the time, because with a quarterback with less arm strength, they have to step into their throws to get enough velocity. But Tua and some of those other quarterbacks, they have the arm strength to be able to get away with not stepping into their throws and still having the velocity. But when you're stepping into your throws, you're also getting an accuracy advantage. So sometimes when I was seeing him miss those deep throws by that much, usually he wasn't stepping into his throws properly. So that's something I want to see him do. But when he does really plant that foot in the ground and really step into those throws, his accuracy is absolutely fine. And I think if he gets his footwork a little bit more consistent, I think he'll fix those problems. Because I've seen him do it. I've seen him plant that foot and just put a beautiful ball right in the receiver's hands. I've seen him do it. He just needs to get more consistent with it, that's all. And last year was only his sophomore year. Also, this is kind of on an Alabama thing, but I'm kind of hoping that we see him with a little bit of an opened up playbook this year. Last year, they really favored the RPO, the run pass option, and as you've seen in the Clemson game, Clemson was able to exploit that, because once they stopped the run pass option, Alabama was kind of in trouble. Hopefully they open up the playbook with him and really let him air it out. I think that'll help him a lot. But looking at his stats, last year he had a 69% completion rating, which is pretty damn good, honestly. Especially on 355 attempts, 69% is pretty good. He had 3,966 yards, so might as well just call that 4,000. He had 43 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And in his freshman year, he had 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. So he's not too bad with turnovers. Like I said, he actually does make good decisions. If he corrects his footwork, I think he will be a very, very good quarterback. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Tua Tagovailoa. I think he'll most likely be the first pick taken next year, barring any injury. I'm going to go ahead and knock on wood right now. But, yeah, I'm not going to make this video too long here. I've already stated before that I really like Tua. So, if you like this video, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.